What's up, everybody? It's your favorite podcast, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Before I get started, I want to give a quick shout out to the Super Bowl champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, y'all in my division. I ain't really want nobody else to really win our division, but win the Super Bowl from our division, but it is what it is. So again, shout outs to y'all. Tom Brady got 7 rings. What can we say? He's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. But yeah, again, just wanted to give a shout out to them. Also, bro, for the guys out there, I'm assuming this isn't going towards the women. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. All right, so it's a week away. That's 7 whole days. Go out and get something right now. Go get a card, some flowers, some candy. Make some dinner, order out, do something, but you have a whole week to prepare. Just a quick FYI. And you can get something from the grocery store. I saw something at Safeway, Giant, Walmart. You can probably even get stuff from Dollar Tree if you really want to be cheap with it. So again, just a quick reminder. Now, another quick reminder. The games of the week. They're going to be as follows, and I have 5 to bring up today. Number 1. The Bucks versus the Nuggets. That'll be on Monday, and it's really going to be Nikola Jokic versus Giannis, Drew Holiday versus Murray, and then Middleton versus MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. Now, I want to see how that goes up against one another. A lot of people I'm pretty sure people thought this could have been a finals matchup. It might have been, maybe, if the Bucks bring in an extra piece and if Jeremy Grant didn't leave. But we're here now. But still, you still see Giannis versus Nikola Jokic, 2 MVP candidates, and 2 of the best performed players in the league today. I think you guys would like to see this matchup. Now, the second game of the week that I want to see is the Pacers versus the Nets. That's going to be on Wednesday, and it's a Nets team without KD. Yes, he does come back Friday, but still, James Harden, Kyrie versus a quality playoff team in the Pacers. I want to see how that goes up. I want to see how they fare up against those Pacers. That's me personally. Now, the third game of the week, the Pelicans versus the Mavs, and that's going to be on Friday. Easy enough. Luka versus Zion, 2 of the youngest superstars in the game. Who wouldn't want to see that, right? Mr. Triple-Double versus Mr. Dominance in the paint and freak of an athlete. So that's my game. That's my third game. Now, the fourth game that I want to watch, 76ers versus the Suns. That's going to be on Saturday. And, they're quality playoff teams, currently around like the top of the West and East. Both teams respectively, and you also have CP3 versus Doc, Ayton versus Embiid, and Simmons versus D-Book. I think those 3 matchups will actually be interesting to watch, and I would love to see that low key. I guess maybe not in the finals. I think there are better matchups, but it wouldn't be a terrible finals for me at least. Now, the 5th game that I want to watch, the Lakers versus the Nuggets, and that's going to be on Sunday. We've seen this. It's a rematch. It is what it is, but I want to see how Denver responds. They actually got blown out. I stated this before. They missed Jeremy Grant, and they shouldn't have let him go. It is what it is. We're here now. But again, I want to see how Denver responds. They got blown out last time. Shout outs, LA. Motivational Monday post, man. I'm talking about my girl Pat Summitt. That's right, the head coach for the Tennessee Volunteers and the women's college head coach, by the way. Put some respect on it, you know what I mean? But she had an interesting quote, and it reads as follows. I want to continue to help these young women be successful. You don't just say goodbye at the end of their playing careers and end it there. Now, for me, Pat Summitt was a true hero to the game. She coached some fine women, and those fine women have actually had quality and historic WNBA careers. I mean, we've seen Tamika Catchings, Shamika Holtzcow, Kara Lawson, Candace Parker. And not only did they have wonderful WNBA careers, but they were able to do things outside of the WNBA as well. So again, I love the fact that Pat was able to help her young ladies discover how to be successful women, successful people in the world. I love that about her. Truly admire that. And every coach should be able to do that. Every coach. So again, Motivational Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Be a mentor and pay it forward. That's all. All right, so what do I want to talk to y'all about? I'm gonna talk about LaMelo Ball. He's been getting a little bit of traction. Like, he's my pick for Rookie of the Year. I thought Bowles might be able to do a little thing out there, but it's a little disappointment. No disrespect. I'm just stating facts. But LaMelo Ball was my second choice. I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, with that being said, I've been hearing about him starting. Like, LaMelo Ball needs to start, really, at this current point in time. Like, let's see why people say that, right? So I understand LaMelo Ball has the flashy passes. I understand LaMelo Ball is 6'7" point guard. He's averaging 13 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.4 steals in 26 minutes of action. He's played in 22 games, so it doesn't seem like this is a fluke. This is probably going to be his production at least, or he might even increase it. He's also even brought Miles Bridges to even more relevancy. I mean, we've seen Miles catch a couple of passes to create a couple of dunks. I mean, Miles looks like, okay, him and LaMelo Ball might be able to form a decent little duo, have some solid chemistry. We might want to keep Miles a little longer. That's what LaMelo Ball is doing right now. And let's be clear, Bridges is solid, but he's not overly stellar right now. He hasn't displayed that. And LaMelo Ball is giving the Charlotte Hornets a reason to keep Miles Bridges. You might see an extension. And that's who's on the bench right now for LaMelo Ball. But I actually think you should keep him on the bench. It's simple. Why would you bring him to the starting unit when right now you're barely contending for playoffs? Like, you're not going to win anything right now. You got to think long term. Realistically, you might keep LaMelo Ball for 7 years because of how the rookie contract is situated, and he probably is going to get and depending on if he signs that extension or not. More than likely he will, because you got to get that bag. But if you know you're going to have him for 7 seasons, you also have Gordon Hayward. You have 2 starting guards right now who you could possibly trade for other assets to help out LaMelo Ball later. And in the meantime, let LaMelo Ball learn how to lead a team, meaning that second unit, that bench lineup. If you can do that, showcase either Scary Terry, meaning Terry Rozier, or Devontae Graham as quality trade bait, and then bring LaMelo Ball into the starting unit, he would not only respect his starting position even more and work harder to keep it, but you also get other assets to help him out. So again, I don't think you want to sit up there and think short term. Think long term, ladies and gentlemen. Don't start LaMelo Ball right now, because next season you can very much start him and possibly trade away Devontae Graham, who was a strong candidate for most improved player last year, and Scary Terry, who has playoff success, and we've seen him in action. Yeah, he had a down year, but he's playing well this year so far. So again, think chess, not checkers. That's the only reason why I'm saying don't start LaMelo Ball right now. And also, most importantly, it's not about who starts the game. It's about who finishes. All right, so we got our trivia today. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? I'm gonna give you guys a couple of characteristics, and let me see if you guys can actually guess who it is today. So that being said, we're gonna put the picture on the screen and we're gonna start. Now you get 10 seconds after I list it off, or after I list off all the descriptions. So you realistically get about 20 to 25 seconds about this thing, okay? So about this picture. So with that being said, let's go. Now, this person has played for the Lakers, the Hawks, and the Thunder. They are a 14 point per game scorer, born in Germany, and their nickname is the Menace. Ready? Go. All right, did you get it? I hope you said Dennis Schroeder, because that's who it is. Yep, Dennis Schroeder off the Lakers currently, 6 Man of the Year candidate. Strong candidate, actually, so I hope you guys got that. I didn't want to give it away. I thought it was easy, personally, but, I also created it, so maybe. Maybe I'm biased. Wacky Wednesday. Wacky. I don't know. It sounded nice in my head. It sounded a little corny, but to be fair, I am corny, so I guess, it's on point. Anyways, I got a nice one for you guys. Did you know that LeBron James actually has a huge fan in Betty White? Yep, that's right. Betty White, we have her on camera actually. And well, this is what she had to say.
I wish LeBron never left Cleveland.
Welcome to Cleveland, city of champions.
I just want to say, I don't think the Cavs were going to win many championships like that. No, but back to the show. Real fast, for the youngins who might not catch that reference, this is The Wizard of Oz. Go watch it in the off time. Not right now, but later on. All right, back to the show.
King James, you need to fix Cleveland.
What are you talking about? I fixed it. We're cool. We win championships. We even have our own Batman. Don't tell them it's you. Way ahead of you.
I told y'all, basketball is everywhere, bro. Like, go everywhere. And this is a show similar to Golden Girls. If you don't know what Golden Girls was, it's an older show where 4 women are pretty much hanging out with one another, right? And you wouldn't think that basketball would actually come up on this type of show, but it did. So go watch Hot in Cleveland. Shout outs to Betty White. Go show them some support, even though the show ended already. But it was still a good quality show. Just saying. All right, so I got another topic for y'all. The NBA All-Stars. We've seen a little listing come up. It's on the screen, as you guys see right now. And I got to say, I'm not that mad at it. Although I will be a little disappointed that Klay Thompson is on the listing. That was a little upsetting. He hasn't even played a game. Come on, champ. But with that being said, I will say these 2 players deserve to be the captains this season. So, Kevin Durant and LeBron James, they have earned my respect as the captains for this year's All-Star team. They're the best 2 players in the game right now. It makes sense. Plus, you got the nostalgia factor. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer to me personally. Now, with that being said, here are the starting units I believe should be going on for this All-Star game. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, it is going on, by the way, just a side note. Here's my rosters for this year's All-Star game. At least the starters. At least this is just the starters. Now, for Team Kevin Durant, we have Embiid, that's Joel Embiid. Harden, that's James Harden. Irving, that's Kyrie Irving. And Beal, that's Bradley Beal. Now, this team is actually pretty solid, okay? But for Team Braun, we have as follows. AD, that's Anthony Davis. Kawhi, as in Kawhi Leonard. Steph Curry, as in Steph Curry. And Jokic, the Joker, as in Nikola Jokic. That's another quality team. And I also have 2 honorable mentions in, Jason Tatum and Paul George. They've been playing pretty well too. You could slide them in there, and I can be like, okay, I understand it. Now, with that being said, I would love to see this matchup. Kevin Durant's team, they look stellar. They are a very skilled scoring team. It's pretty much the Brooklyn Nets now, and then adding 2 extra players in Joel Embiid and Bradley Beal. That's all it is. And you're going to have an elite offensive unit plus 2 decent and respectable defenders in Bradley Beal and Joel Embiid. And on the flip side, on Braun's team, you guessed it, you have an athletic defensive team and a couple of players out there who can actually showcase some skill. Like Curry, he's a monster, no lie. So I'm going to love to see this matchup. I hope that's the starters, because this means this is probably what we're going to see at the end of the game. And even though I don't want to see it, I can't wait to see this type of action, bro. Oh my God. KD versus Braun in the All-Star game back again? Yes, sir. Let's get a bucket. a quick throwback. You know, it's Throwback Thursdays. Do you guys remember the 2002 Kings? I don't want to bring up, the Robert Horry shot. Although big, hey, Rob, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, big shot, Bob. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. The 2002 Kings. They were a formidable team, bro. Like a really good squad, and they got saucy. I mean, you had Chris. They boasted Chris Webber, MVP candidate. As you can see, the man was a monster. Easily a quality scorer. He was a real threat to the game. Like I was always worried about the Kings. Then you also had Mike Bibby, quality All-Star caliber guard, definitely a good scorer, solid passer. You couldn't leave the man open, bro. Like he was a menace. And then you had Peja, which really, in a nutshell, I personally think he was Luka before Luka. It was a different era. Like if Peja was in this day and age, you would see Luka's game in Peja Stojakovic. So again, quick throwback to the 2002 Kings. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all were true champs. And I ain't gonna say you got cheated because I'm a Laker fan. But hey, they were good. They were definitely an A1 team. Fantasy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all having a good one because I got a good one for y'all. As you can see on the screen, we have as follows: Kyrie Irving, Eric Bledsoe, Joe Ingles, Christian Wood, and Nikola Jokic versus James Harden, J.J. Redick, Jimmy Butler, Gordon Hayward, and Clint Capella. Now that is a tough line-up. Now, let's take a look at Nikola Jokic's team, shall we? Let's take a look at Nikola Jokic's team. Now, they have the benefit of actually exposing J.J. Redick, who is probably the worst defender on the court at this time. And he's probably going to have to guard either Joe Ingles, maybe Eric Bledsoe, because, I'm okay with Eric Bledsoe shooting the ball, so you can help. Maybe you can help off of Eric Bledsoe a little bit. But you add in Nikola Jokic, who's a great passing big man, who can also stretch the floor, along with Christian Wood. Guess what? Now you have cutting lanes for Eric Bledsoe, and Eric Bledsoe stronger than J.J. Redick, so now he can actually put him in the post. And you pass the ball out like Eric Bledsoe can, because he's a point guard, back out to a scoring threat like Nikola Jokic or Christian Wood or Joe Ingles or Kyrie. You'll be okay. So again, I think that would be fine. But let's take a look at James Harden's team, shall we? So in Clint Capella, you have a mobile big man, understandably. And then you also have Jimmy Butler and Gordon Hayward, two quality scoring forwards, and they're good defenders. Not to mention, you have J.J. Redick, who is an elite shooter. While he does have defending woes, he's not a complete scrub on the defensive end, okay? But he's an elite shooter, and he's only behind Steph Curry and Klay Thompson currently in the league, easily. So with that being said, factoring in James Harden, on the offense end, they're going to get saucy. And on the defense end, they will be able to switch. Again, Clint Capella, he is a mobile big man, meaning he can actually guard not only Nikola Jokic, but some guards and some forwards as well. He's been a quality protector for the Hawks. I actually like this matchup going well for especially in a series. But I got to go the bottom team in this case. I really, truly do. Like, the bottom team wins it. James Harden, you see the windows on the screen. And it's as follows. When I look at the breakdown, from point guard to point guard, James Harden beats Kyrie. Jimmy Butler beats Eric Bledsoe. J.J. Redick beats Eric Bledsoe, and Jimmy Butler beats Joe Ingles. Then, when you want to look at Christian Wood versus Gordon Hayward, it's a close one. It's a close matchup, and I'll maybe give the edge to Christian Wood. And then, obviously, Nikola Jokic beats Clint Capella, but at least Clint is a more defensive threat, so that's going to be his aim, and he's going to catch lobs and whatnot. That's his game. So again, my reasoning for the bottom is they're Jimmy Butler is going to play better than Joe Ingles. J.J. Redick's impact is going to exceed Eric Bledsoe's, and James Harden is just going to usurp Kyrie Irving in terms of impact and and point production and assists and everything like that. So because of those 3 players, and it's 3 out of 5, I'm going with the bottom team. That's my assumption. But hey, let me know what you all think. I want to hear your thoughts below too. All right, so I had this one kind of pre-recorded. I wanted to talk about, as you can see, I got my Duke gear on. So you already know, Duke versus UNC. It's weird, bro, because like COVID kind of threw this thing off. I'm not as excited as I usually am. There's not going to be any fans, man. Like, Duke's down 7. We have a record of 7-6. Our percentage of actually making the NCAA tournament is 20% currently. Like, my guy, I think if you add up since like 1990, the percentage of us missing the tournament, if you add up all of the percentage points of us missing the tournament, it doesn't even hit 20. And we have a 20% chance of not making the tournament this year. I'm blown. And on top of that, it's like we've had postponements, we've had injuries, we've had people not be able to make games. There's like inconsistency, and it's a young squad. Bro, I'm not feeling that great. I'm not feeling great. Granted, we have talent. We do have talent. But against this UNC team, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're a little older. You know, so I think because they're more because they're more athletic right now and more physically imposing, that's going to assist them in this game. Like usually we have a quality big man, some quality forwards, and a quality point guard. This year we have some decent forwards and some okay point guards and some okay guards. Like, it's looking a little shaky right now for us. I love y'all, but I gotta keep it a buck with you. I can't lie, and that's my boys. So I hate to say it, but I feel like we might lose, which, you know, could be a good thing too, because if I call against them, maybe, you know, they fight hard and then they win and they prove me wrong, and I'm like, yes. So, you know, it's a win-win scenario. Either I'm right on the prediction or we win. But, you know, when you see this, I'm gonna show you the after image of like what happens when we hopefully win. Just give it a second.
A few moments later.
Bruh, I'm actually blown. Like, the game was winnable. It was like we could have won it. We could have won it. But I'm disappointed in my boys, low key. I mean, we had a little bit of heart. It was inconsistent though. It was definitely inconsistency. When you let your opposition get to the line 22 times, and you get to the free throw line 7 times, you're not going to win the game. I'm sorry. Like, you're not going to win the game. The rebound disparity was what, 7, 38 to 31, and then the 3-pointers, they made 10 to our 11. So we actually were in the game fairly decently because of our scoring and shooting. Like, we played fairly decently on the shooting side. We just couldn't defend and rebound. Like, we need to get that up a little bit. And on top of that, the turnovers have got to diminish severely. And we turned the ball over like 8 times early on in the game, like within like the first 10 minutes. We can't have that happening again. We can't. And then Caleb Love goes for 25. Like, we can't have that happen again. Like, the UNC Tar Heels shot, if I'm not mistaken, 60% from the 3. I understand they don't shoot that well, but you can say that's an anomaly. But I'm also going to say that was poor Duke defense. Poor Duke defense. So we gotta increase on the defense end. I understand that the fans weren't there. I get it. But I'm not going to give y'all no excuses. We didn't play with heart. We didn't. And we haven't all season long. We got to start it up at some point. We cannot miss March Madness. We can't. We can't. We have one more ranked game. We play UNC another time. ACC's tough, but still, we need quality wins, fellas, to make it to the tournament. We need quality wins. So come on, let's tough it up. And let's get this thing going. Cause I need, oh my God, I need y'all please to get to the tournament, man. I can't have us miss it. You know the amount of trash talk people about to send me? Woo, please don't do it, please. Oh my God. Oh, I might just want to end on that note. Only thing I want to say after that, man, look, bro, again, reminder, Valentine's Day. It's a week away. Just reminder. It's a reminder. But yeah. See y'all.
Oh, I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I gotta go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, cut.